It's time for another exciting episode of the JoshCast. I hope you're sitting down. You could be standing while listening to this. It's fine. You can stand, you can sit down. If you have, a lot of podcasts are not for the faint of heart. If your heart's a bit faint, this should be fine. We're not going to really go into anything horrifically heart faint-inducing. That's not a term. I came downstairs this morning and I noticed my roommate was watching a show called The Monkey King on Netflix that I believe is a Chinese fairy tale, and most of the cast seemed not Chinese. And I know nothing about the show. I don't know what the idea is. Maybe there's a rationale behind it. I'm not sure. It just seemed odd to see a Chinese fairy tale as told by what appeared to be three members of a boy band and a couple of really attractive social media influencers and a portly gentleman from New Zealand. So I don't know. Perhaps, and nothing against any of them. They're all quite good actors. The only thing that occurred to me when I was looking at that was I was thinking, well, this is on Netflix, and there's been so much controversy about whitewashing and about casting someone in a role that was originally intended to be, for instance, a Chinese character, casting someone who's not Chinese in that role. And I'm thinking that I'm wondering if Netflix has become so powerful that they don't care. That, my friends, is real power right there. That Netflix is very powerful, to the point that now I'm getting uncomfortable even pointing this out, and I'm afraid that Netflix is going to hurt me. I'm afraid that Netflix will have the power to punch me in the face through the app. I think that's going to be a new feature. It's probably a feature that will download as an update. I will allow the update on my phone, and then if I ever say anything that is anti-Netflix, it will punch me in the face through the screen without breaking the glass, which is impressive. So that's happening. What else is going on? I've got a nasal drip. I've had this for a long time. And that's what scares me about death, is that I just never know which of these things I notice in my body are just par for the course or the beginning of the end. And maybe the answer is a little bit of both, I guess, because we're all dying every day. With every passing day, we're closer to death. That's the human condition. That's why you have to live every moment as if it's your last, and stop and smell the roses and follow your dreams and live to the best of your ability. You must live and love. I didn't intend for that to happen. I did not. That was not at all my intention to do that. And I'm now I think Netflix is going to punch me in the face again, just for that. I'm actually sitting in my car recording this before I walk into my favorite cafe, Romancing the Bean. It's located on Magnolia Boulevard. Delightful place. I highly recommend it. They have a great sandwiches with gluten-free bread options, and so I can eat that and still get sick, because that's how I roll. I don't know why I did that either. Why do I keep dropping into song? I don't know. This must be one of those rare situations where I'm actually happy. Don't worry, it'll pass. It will pass. But nasal drip, that's the thing that's happening. I think it's with spring. I think it's all the pollen in the air. That's how my body reacts. My body attacks itself during the spring. Other bodies are looking to procreate. My body is looking to self-destruct. That makes sense. That the math is right there, I would say. The math is totally right there. I'm seeing flowers all over the place in this particular neighborhood. There are these purple flowers over there. I don't know what they're called. The purple-headed flower. That could be the name of that flower. That's nice. There's a lemon tree over there. And there's another flower that's more of a pink, not a geranium. It's weird. I have this peculiar annoyance with geraniums. I don't know what it is. Geraniums, how do I describe it? Geraniums feel to me like they're cheating. I know it's a weird thing, but it's just, you give a woman a rose, and it's an expression of love. You give a woman geraniums, and you're saying, "Hey, nice house." Isn't that strange? And it's probably insulting to the geraniums because, is there a difference between a geranium and a rose on any particular level? Well, other than the shape and the color and the texture. But on a higher spiritual level, why does one represent love and the other one represents a holiday party at an elementary school teachers union? That's so bizarre to me. Truly bizarre. Geraniums. What a thing. All right, we covered a lot. And I think this is as much as I want to do in this week's podcast. Oh, the other thing, too. I guess we're living in an age where if you have a podcast, you can call yourself a podcaster. And I hear that, and I don't want to call myself a podcaster because I think I've had, all told, 5 people listen to this. I feel weird calling myself a podcaster. I think if I went to school and got a degree in podcasting, then I would be okay. Then I could call myself a failed podcaster. But it's very odd. I don't know what to call myself. I know what I'll call myself. A human being. A human being. I probably just lost my one podcast listener. Thank you very much.